Hi everybody and welcome to our rock and roll discography discussion program.
Yeah.
This is part 2 of our series on the discography of Ozzy Osbourne.
Yes.
Last show we did Blizzard of Oz and Diary of a Madman.
The Randy Rhoads years.
The Randy Rhoads era. This show we're doing the Jakey Lee era with Bark at the Moon and The Ultimate Sin.
Yes, and if you didn't watch that episode, at the end of the episode we're going to rank the previous albums and we're going to rank them in our own separate lists.
Yeah.
Because we already proven we already had different lists already.
Yes, we did.
Yes. So let's just start with Bark at the Moon.
Yeah.
This was the first album after Randy Rhoads died. We did release this a year after Randy Rhoads died, which is ridiculous.
Yeah.
This was released in December 10th, 1983. It was produced by Osbourne, Daisley, Max Norman.
All right.
The lineup, Ozzy obviously. Guitar is Jakey Lee. Bass is Bob Daisley, and drums is Tommy Aldridge. So Lee Kerslake is gone.
Yes, Lee's gone. Bob Daisley's still around.
Don Airy is still keyboards.
Yeah,
and this
because he wasn't credited on Diary. I don't think.
No, I don't think so either. There's also a quick note that on the European version is an extra song that was released in the reissue of the American version. I hate the song, so I'm not going to talk about it. I'm not going to talk about Spiders. Don't like that song at all.
It's not that great.
Yeah. So, we're going to talk about the American release, because no one likes Spiders. Anyway, the comment section, I don't know how big I don't know how big the fan base of that song is.
The Spiders are going to swarm.
So, there's not much. This is a very different album.
Yes, and in a way I kind of appreciate that because it seems like when Ozzy gets a different guitar player, it goes in a different way.
Yeah.
Which also shows the wide array of styles that Ozzy's willing to do, like the directions he's willing to go. That's one thing I always give Ozzy credit for. He's always willing to try new things. And with Jakey Lee, who I don't believe in the notes, in the liner notes or anything he's credited, but if you talk to Jakey Lee, he should be heavily credited for a lot of the writing and composition of this album.
And also, I found out Jakey Lee does not like how most people play Bark at the Moon.
No.
I've seen a lot of videos where he says, "This is how you play Bark at the Moon." I'm like, okay.
It's like, dude, we weren't all in Badlands. We don't know how to do your little thingy that you do.
You just extend. It's just a chord that extends his fingers even more. That's it.
All right.
Why make it harder on yourself?
So, Wade, what is your favorite song on Bark at the Moon? I think I know the answer.
Can we not choose Bark at the Moon? Both of us don't choose.
You gotta choose. Just choose your favorite.
I'm not gonna choose Bark at the Moon because that's obviously the best song on this album.
All right.
Bar none. But I really like Slow Down. And I talked about back then on the last episode that there's a song that Sato really ties in with. I feel like Slow Down tone-wise, we put them together, they have a cool, awesome tone to it.
All right. Well, since we're not picking that song, I'm going to pick as my favorite song, Center of Eternity.
That was a close one, too.
I really like the chanting and stuff at the beginning, when it kicks in with the drums and everything. It's just fast-paced, in-your-face, rock and roll. I love it. I think it's really good. I mean, I think all the songs on this album are really good. I think, because I know one of our sections is underrated. I think this entire album is full of underrated songs, but we'll get to what I think is the most underrated on the album.
My least favorite song on this album is You're No Different. Because you go from Bark at the Moon, this killer track, and then you get to You're No Different, and you're like, this isn't as good as Bark at the Moon.
I'm gonna also say You're No Different, but I'm gonna say it in a different way because I like the song.
You're no different from me.
Here's my question to you. Think about the last time you listened to Bark at the Moon in its entirety. Did You're No Different sound like it was mixed very differently than the rest of the album?
Yeah.
Everything else on the album sounds very crisp, very clean. You're No Different sounds like it was a recording of a recording. I don't know what happened with it, but it just doesn't sound right.
I skipped that one every time.
It sounds like you took the audio from a VHS tape.
Yeah.
But I like the song, but it is my least favorite for the quality of the track. I feel like its audio quality isn't as good as the other ones, which is a weird thing to say about a professional record, because usually...
That's the second track.
But you know what I mean? Like, you don't really hear about, unless it's like a compilation, you don't really hear about a difference in sound quality. But yeah, You're No Different is also going to be my least favorite.
Underrated gem to me is Waiting for Darkness.
Waiting for Darkness.
That keyboard. So cool, and then it's a really dark song. I feel like this song had something to do with the tragedy he went through. I don't know, I love this song.
My underrated is, once again, the ballad of the record. I think So Tired is the most underrated track on this album. My reasoning is that, I think this is probably one of the more complex of all his ballads. I like the tone of it. I like what it's about. I can relate to it. We've all had those situations where it's like, you're in love, but that person maybe isn't with you or doesn't love you. You feel lied to, you feel cheated, but you stay true to them. You stay committed. And and like I said, that song really captures that emotion. The music on it is just pretty. Like, it's very pretty.
Yeah. Also, the issue I have with Bark at the Moon, to me, is I don't like. It's okay. After listening to it again, it's an okay album. I feel like Bark at the Moon opening was the worst decision because nothing will top that song now.
That could have honestly. I think Bark at the Moon should have ended the album
because you can't top. Then you have to go. Then you have to think like, okay, I feel like Rock and Roll Rebel could have been the opener. And then I
think Center of Eternity should have been the intro.
That's good because it has an intro to it.
Yeah.
Put Bark at the Moon at the end because I feel like Bark at the Moon, nothing could top that afterwards.
Yeah.
I'm sorry for the rest of the songs, but nothing could top it.
Yeah.
So the next album we're doing is The Ultimate Sin, the black sheep of the Ozzy discography. Yeah. Ozzy does not like this album,
but he likes Osmosis. So.
Oh God. Okay. That's gonna be like 2 episodes, Osmosis. So we're gonna have a nice little conversation about that one. So the lineup on this, it came out February 22nd, 1986. I think it was the first time it came out early in the year. I think.
Yeah.
Producer was Ron Nevison. The lineup was Jakey Lee. Bass was Phil Sousin. Salson, never heard. And the best drummer of the Ozzy Osbourne lineup, Randy Castillo.
Yeah, Randy Castillo's great.
Basically, Ozzy is great with Randy's.
Yeah, if your name is Randy, be in Ozzy's band. He'll love you, and you'll do amazing
and
things.
Keyboards was Mike Moran.
Yeah, so we lost Don
Airy,
yeah.
Yeah, this album...
Oh, and we lost Bob Daisley on this one.
Yes.
The first Ozzy album not to feature Bob Daisley.
This one is, this is like the height of Ozzy's messed up...
this was Blonde Ozzy era.
Yeah,
for those
blonde glitter Ozzy.
Yeah, if you remember Blonde Ozzy or know what he looks like, this was when he had like the blonde poofy hair. Yeah. He was wearing those weird like robes and shit.
He's always kind of had
glitter.
He's always kind of had blonde hair, but not.
No, but this was blonde.
This was
hair.
poofy. This is like he was touring Motley Crue. This was the. Oh no, that was the next album, the tour of Motley Crue. But
although that era of Ozzy did give me one of my favorite images, that video of Ozzy cooking eggs.
Yeah,
that era of Ozzy did give me one of my favorite images of Ozzy.
This was the only album that was not given a re-release.
Yeah,
aside from Scream and Black Rain, of course.
Well, but of the of his '80s records, this is the only one that never got a re-release.
This was also very censored because I think there was boob shown or whatever.
I heard that in the mouth. We actually have the vinyl right here.
Yeah.
In the mouth, apparently it was made to look like a vagina. I don't see it.
Oh, okay, that's what it was.
That's what I've heard. I don't know how true it is. I don't see it.
I don't see it.
I actually really like the cover. I think of the albums we've touched on so far, this is the best cover. Probably because it's the only one with artwork. Because the first 3 were all photo shoots. This is the first one that's actually artwork. And I think it probably wasn't until Black Rain that he didn't do it. No, I'm
Osmosis
wrong.
And
Down to Earth. Osmosis, I think, was an edited photograph.
Okay.
This one is an actual
Yeah.
This was an actual like painting or
yeah.
drawing.
So, not much to talk about this album. I think the album's fine. I think it's a bad rap.
I
Really.
think I don't think it should be. I think it's a hidden gem that shouldn't be hidden. I do think it's an underrated album. It's not one of his best records by far.
It's Jake E. Lee's best record.
It is Jake E. Lee's best record.
He is on fire on this. Favorite song? I mean, Shot in the Dark. I mean, come on.
Shot in the
Ultimate Sin's up there too, but Shot in the Dark is the classic.
Yeah, I can't disagree with Shot in the Dark. It's so good. It's one of the first Ozzy songs that I actually was like, I have to learn all the words. I have to be able to sing it. I think, if I remember correctly, Shot in the Dark was like the first Ozzy song you ever heard me sing.
Yes.
Ever.
Yeah, it was a great. It's a closer too, so it's like nothing could. Also,
everything about it is just perfect.
Least favorite song for me is "Thank God for the Bomb." I don't like this song.
I like "Thank God for the Bomb."
I don't like this song.
Wait. If you want to know how much I like it. So in the last year's WWE game, that song was my gimmick because my guy's whole thing was doing power bombs. So I like the song. I think it's a good song.
Also, I don't like "You Never Know Why" because it's corny as hell. It's way too corny, especially with how dark this album is at times. It's way too corny for me.
I don't know, man.
What's your least favorite song? Oh, let me get the track listing for you.
Yeah, because I guess "Fool Like You" is probably my least favorite because it's the only one. It's the only one I don't remember.
All I remember from "Fool Like You" is the intro guitar.
Yeah, because that's not
he does have the pickups. He doesn't do like on actual. It's really weird how he does it. But
yeah, I'm gonna go with "Fool Like You" as my least favorite because again, it's the only one like I don't remember.
Also, this album has "Never Know Why" and "Never."
Yeah, and I have this strong theory that until I can get some kind of evidence, I'm gonna believe this till the day I die. I think because if you know the song "Never Know Why," it's
"We Rock."
Yeah, that's the chorus. Is you'll never know why we rock. I think it's a coincidence that him and Ronnie James Dio, both their solo projects, have a song that features the phrase "We Rock." Now I know that sounds like conspiracy theory nonsense, but when you factor in that both Black Sabbath singers, both petty as hell with each other.
It was an inside job.
It's not exactly the most far-fetched thing in the world to believe that one would take the hook from the other and try to outdo the other.
Yeah.
In that case, I would have to say Dio's song "We Rock" is better than the song featuring "We Rock."
Underrated songs. Underrated song to me is "Killer Giants." Come on, that song is not talked about enough.
Killer Giants is good. I mean, that's the closest like a ballad you get on this album.
That to me is Jake E. Lee's "Diary of the Madman."
I'm gonna say "Secret Loser" is the most
that was
underrated
my second choice.
song.
Yeah.
The riff is so good. It's catchy. It has a great hook.
The chorus is catchy.
Chorus just it's
loser. I'm a secret loser.
I dare you to listen to it and not get it stuck in your head.
So it's just. This was This is Jake E. Lee's swan song for the Ozzy lineup, and Jake E. Lee lit this thing on fire.
Yeah, he's like, if I'm going out on top. And I
feel like Ozzy was faltering because he was going through a lot of alcohol.
And from what I heard, Ozzy didn't trust Jake E. Lee as much. And I think that might have had to do with how much he trusted Randy, and maybe he was just worried that he didn't want to lose another guitar player.
He had big shoes to fill.
Well, no, not just that. Not just his actual playing, but I think with Ozzy himself, I think it was a case of he didn't want to take a chance of losing another guitar player, and maybe that's why he didn't give enough of the reins, I think, to him. But overall, I thought it was an okay album. I thought it was pretty good.
It's not the worst. Okay, so ranking. Let's rank them. Okay, to me, Blizzard, Diary, this is from top to bottom. Blizzard, Diary, Ultimate Sin, Bark of the Moon.
Okay, Diary, Blizzard, because those two, they can't help but be in the top. Bark, and then Ultimate.
Oh, that's interesting.
That's interesting. My ranking.
Yeah, so that's our ranking.
Let us know your ranking. Let us know what you think about Ultimate Sin.
Do you love spiders? And do you love "Fool Like You"? Let us know in the comment section below, and are we wrong on that?
Yeah, and also let us know if you want us to do a bonus episode where we review our favorite Ozzy bonus tracks and decide which bonus track is the best.
You looking at me, looking at you.
I don't know, dude. I don't know.
Looking at me, looking at you.
And don't forget to subscribe to Condish Productions. Hit the subscribe button and also hit the bell so you'll know exactly when new content is uploaded to our YouTube page. Till next time, I'm Scott Savage.
I'm Suede Wade.
We will see you later. And thank you, Cleveland!